Hi everyone, it's Tom Cherryholmes with the FujiNet project. And as of today, that is October 11th at 10:15 p.m., Moswald has pushed the changes that I've made in order to enable high score enabled games to be played with the Atari FujiNet users. Now, this particular feature is actually pretty simple. What we do is we have disk images that are hosted on TNFS file servers, and they are marked in the ATR header with saying that a certain number of sectors are always marked as read-write, particularly the sectors that are used for storing scores. So this allows you, even if you, or as you're supposed to, mount games that you load read-only, it will temporarily mount them read-write in order to write the score. And on the flip side of this, I've also added a bit of web logic so that we can take and see posted scores as they happen. And I'll demonstrate that for you right now. On the left, we have my Atari 130XE here, and on the right, we have a Chrome window with scores.irata.online. And this is where I'm currently keeping the current set of high score enabled games. These can be pretty much hosted anywhere because the magic is in the ATR header itself. There's nothing else here, and all the source code to take and scrape all of this stuff is actually available as well, which I'll show after I do a little demonstration here. So we'll start by going to apps. We'll go to Atari 8-bit, and we'll go to games. And in here we have a new folder called High Score Enabled, and these are all the games that I could find in which they had a bootable game that stored a high score table on the disk in a known place. Now you'll see a note here. You're supposed to take and mount these games read-only. Please do this so that other people can play them while you're playing them too. The FujiNet will automatically do the right thing and mount the disk read-write for the time that it takes to write the high score sectors. So it's okay. We'll play a quick game of BC's Quest for Tires. We hit return and we mount it read-only. And in fact, if we see right here, we'll see that BC's Quest for Tires is mounted read-only. So we hit option and we go. Now, for the second part of this, I'm actually going to go over here real quick, and I'm going to go to BC's Quest for Tires, and we have a list of scores that are currently in this image. And when we see the score display over here, you'll see they'll match. As you can see, matched. Okay. We'll go ahead and play a quick game here. And, just bounce around just fine. Woohoo! Do a damn good job. I think I'll play one complete level here. What the hell? Overall, it took me roughly about 3-4 days once I got the initial idea of how to take and implement this to get it all put back into place here. And, it's been real fun. I know that there are potential issues that will need to be solved, especially as more people use this feature. But it is my hope that this feature will take and spur on more people asking, what other games can we take and put into high score here? And what can we, how can we make this better? But this is at least, I think, a good start. Okay, there we go. So, we're just booming right around here. No problem. Ah. It's always interesting to take a multitask and try to talk while you're also playing the games here. I've only got a couple guys here, so I'll do something stupid. Here we go. We'll just finish up right here. No big deal. Now watch this, because we've actually made the high score here. I'll go ahead and add where my high stand. It's going to show me. It shows me where the high score is going to go. No problem. We'll do this. T. R and C. Now watch what happens the moment I do this. Bam, it's saved, and it waits roughly 30 seconds to refresh the page, but if we go ahead and refresh the page now, we'll see the new score instantly taken popped up here. And the way this is actually working is that there's a little microservice that's running, and all you can grab these microservices yourself and you can run them. It just takes and watches the ATR, and whenever the ATR is written to, it takes and rips out the high score data and spits it out into a nice little web page. So you can run this at demo parties or whatnot as well if you wish. So all good there. So I'll take the last bit of this video here and I'll show a little bit about the format itself. And you can see on the list here, you can see these are the current games that we have that have high score support in them. But if we take a look, we can go to the FujiNet Wiki. Oh, come on. There you go. And we'll see that there's a new section down here for high score storage for legacy games. And you can see that starting right here, we have a number of sectors to allow. This is byte 12 of the ATR header. Number of sectors to allow read and write, and 13 and 14 become the starting sector number. And you can see an example header here. This particular header here is for Jumpman. So with that, the last thing I'll show you here is that there's also the FujiNet High Scores repo, where you can take and grab all of the various little screen scrapers here and see how they're written. So if you have another game that you want to take and pull high scores from as well to take and make a web page, you can use one of these guys as a starting point. It's very basic, very straightforward C code. Very small, very tight, no dependencies really. Just nice and clean. So with that, I mean, where else can we take this, guys? I really would like to see some more games come to fruition that have high score support so that we can take and share them and have a friendly spirit of competition between gameplay, between all of us. You know, there are things like this that make the FujiNet well suited for, 8-bit fun, so to speak. So with that, I'll go ahead and end this here. So, as I always say, guys, until next time, have fun.